Dears, today onwards we are going to discuss about SBI PO Prelims previous questions and as well as upcoming syllabus. So first of all, we'll start with the SBI PO Prelims 2020-21. Okay. The very first question is according to the strategy. I will explain the questions of aptitude. After that, we can go for the reasoning. Right. First of all, we need to go for the individual questions. Okay. Individual question means what? Without data interpretation or number series or quadratic equations. Okay, let's go for the direct questions here. Question number 1: a boat travels upstream if the speed of the boat in upstream is decreased by 40%, then it is equal to the speed of the current, and the speed of the boat in still water is giving as 240 kilometers per hour. Then upstream speed of the boat in kilometer per hour. That is a question we have. Of course, we'll have 5 options: 120 kilometer per hour, 180, 150, 210, 125. These are the options we'll have. First of all, we need to understand the basic concept of boats and stream story. What do you mean by boat? Boat will have engine. Because of engine, there will be movement, right? So, of course, it will be moved in water. Yes or no? So, logically, we need to observe the basic point. If it is opposite to flow is nothing but if there is a boat, observe clearly. If there is a boat, opposite to flow means it will have particular speed because of engine. If it is going to opposite to flow, there will be a rate of stream, right? Rate of stream is nothing but what? The flow of water. Yes, that's why if it is going to upside means what? Opposite to flow. Logically, it can be taken as what? S minus R, upstream speed of the boat. If it is traveling along with the flow, logically S plus R will be added, right? That can be called as downside flow. Downside speed of the boat. That is the main issue here. If it is traveling opposite to flow, S minus R. If it is traveling along with the flow, S plus R. Upstream means what? Opposite to flow. Downspeed means what? Along with the flow. What do you mean by S? Still water speed of the boat because of its engine. Right? Then what about our rate of stream? Right? The question is given as what? A boat travels in upstream. Okay, it is traveling in upstream only. Good. Upstream means what? Which speed it is taking? S minus R speed, right? Upside. Good. Then what, after that what happened? If the speed of the boat in upstream is decreased by 40%, then it is equal to the speed of the current. What do you mean by speed of the current? Current is nothing but rate of stream, right? Yes, S minus R is decreased by how much percent? 40%. It is decreased by 40%. That's why it is equating to particular value. What is that? R value. So S minus R is decreased by 40%, that is becoming R. So that is a given condition we have. Okay. The speed of the boat in still water is given as 240 km per hour. S value is given as what? 240 kilometers per hour. This is S value. Right? Is that confusion? No confusion, right? So S 240 km per hour, S minus R should be decreased by 40%, then it becomes R value. Okay, decrease by 40% means what? It can be taken as, let us assume that the original procedure is very important. After that, I can go for the logical approach. First of all, understand the basic concept of the given question based on theoretical order. Right? Go for the general procedure we have. S minus R should be decreased by how much? 40%. Let us assume that it is 100% value. It is decreased by 40% means it becomes 60%, right? It becomes 60%. If it is becoming 60%, logically 40% is decreased. That is equated to rate of stream R. That is a given condition 1. Right? Is there a doubt? No doubt. Directly we can go for R value. Right? Here he has given S value also. Right? He has given S value also. That's why before going to substitute, go for simplification part here. 0, 0 get cancelled. 2, 3 is a 2, 5 is a. That's why this 5 should be multiplied to R. Right? So 3S minus 3R is equal to 5R. We are getting the particular equation value. In that we will have S value. That's why that is another issue. R will be here, right? 3S minus 8R. R equal directly 8R will be there, right? So according to the given condition, he has given S value. What is the S value we have? 3 into 240. Actually, what we need to find finally is equal to 8R. Then we can get R value, right? Yes or no? Can get R value. So 830 is a logically 330 is a 90 kilometer per hour is what? R value. Yes or no? Is there any confusion? No confusion, right? S value is given as 240. R value we are getting 90. So actually, what is the question we have actually? The question is what? Then find the upstream speed of the boat. Upstream speed is nothing but S minus R, right? So we need to go for S. We not go for S minus R only. That's it. S minus R means S will be 240, R will be 90. Yes, S minus R is nothing but 240 minus 90. That can be our final story. 240 minus 90. 240 minus 90 is nothing but answer will be 150. 150 kilometer per hour. This is a basic approach we have. So once again, what is S minus R? Opposite to flow. What is S plus R? Along with the flow. Then what about R value? Rate of stream. S value is what? Still water speed. This is clear cut explanation. But don't depend on this theoretical part, because you have to solve the particular question in 36 seconds, including reading time. So within 36 seconds, you need to understand the question and we need to approach the particular question in the easiest way, right? That's my intention. But don't depend on shortcuts. Shortcuts are different from logical approaches, right? I'll go for the logical approach now. Just listen carefully. So according to given condition, the condition is very important. Let us assume that S minus R will be decreased by 40%. Decreased by 40% means what? It becomes 60%, right? Yes or no? Let us assume that S minus R can be 100% value. It is decreased by 40% means we'll get R value as 60%. Yes or no? This is the story. Very simple technique. If S minus R is 100%, R value will be 60%. What is the reason behind it? Because it is decreased by 40%, right? S minus R is decreased by 40%. Logically it becomes 60%. Yes, 60% will be R value. S minus R will be 100%. What will be the ratio? Of course, according to ratio we can crack every question in time and distance, right? That's my main issue. Yes, whatever. So logically, just observe it clearly. Very interesting task is there here. If you observe it clearly, don't confuse. 0, 0 get cancelled. Answer will be 5:3. Yes, we got R value as 3 parts. We got R value as 3 parts. But if I go for S minus R, that is very important point. S minus R is nothing but we need to subtract 3 parts, then it is becoming 5 parts. Okay. After decreasing 3 parts, it is becoming 5 parts. Logically, S value will be 8 parts, right? Yes or no? 8 parts minus 3 parts will give 5 parts. Logically, S value will be 8 parts. He has given 8 parts worth as 240 kilometers, right? 8 parts worth is 240. 8 parts worth is 240. Very interesting. 8 parts worth is 240 kilometers. I want R, not R, S minus R value. S minus R is nothing but 5 parts, right? He has given 8 parts value. I need to go for 5 parts value. That's it. Very important task. First of all, we need to understand the basic concept of S minus R value. S minus R means something minus R, something minus 3 will be 5 parts. Logically, something is nothing but 8 parts. S value 8 parts. I want S minus R value 5 parts. Because he has given S parts value only, right? 8 parts value only, right? So logically answer will be 8, 30 times. So logically answer 150 kilometers per hour. That's it. Nothing is there. Make it simple. Don't make it as complicated. Always we need to depend on the universal fact. Don't go for the illogical shortcuts. Shortcuts are different. To attract you, it is best way. But how to deal the question with your intelligence is very important task, right? Because it is central exam. So many people will write the exam, right? That is the main issue here. So be an intelligent. Okay. Let's go for the next question.